Hey guys, Josh here, also known as MightyPredaking, and this is going to be a Transformer review of the Fall Cybertron figure Shockwave. We've already done a G1 Shockwave review, so if you missed that, I'll put the link somewhere on the description or on the screen somewhere. To be quite honest, I'll probably forget, but someone can remind me and I'll end up doing it. Or you can just go back and search for it. But I will eventually get down around to doing the Optimus Prime and the Jazz Fall Cybertron figures. I'm just now doing these because I think Series 2 is about to hit shelves. Not sure exact date, but I'm sure they're coming since the game's been out for almost a month. And I wanted to have these guys out of the way before I started on Series 2. And I'm also going to start on some of the Transformer Prime lines. So be looking forward to that. I guess if you like those type of figures. End up getting Masterpiece Thundercracker. So I'm probably going to end up doing him towards the end of this week or beginning of next week is when that one will be actually uploaded. And I've got a lot more stuff for Forgotten Vintage and a lot of vintage stuff. So I've got tons of stuff that I want to do, but you know, it's just whenever I have the time to do it. So if you guys have anything that you're something that you want to see, make sure you let me know. Either in the comments or Twitter, whatever you want. My Twitter is MightyPredaking. It's same as my YouTube. So hopefully I hear back from someone and y'all tell me what y'all like to see next. But I want to do a couple of size comparisons with this guy. The one big drawback of this figure is that he's a deluxe figure, which nothing wrong with that. I wish he was a Voyager size. I wish Optimus, Megatron, Grimlock, Shockwave were Voyager sizes. But Fall Cybertron, if you only want to do deluxe figures, make them the taller deluxe figures. As you can see, Soundwave from the Transformer Prime line here, he's quite a bit taller than the Shockwave. Especially if you put these little wings down here on Shockwave, then he's a lot shorter. I just wish they would have made them a little bit taller. Maybe not quite a Voyager, maybe kind of in between a Deluxe and a Voyager. These figures are a couple more dollars than the Transformer Prime figures as well, and they're smaller, so I don't know how that happened. They should either all be $12.99 or all be $15 if they're all deluxe figures, but I don't know exactly why. If someone knows, then you can let me know in the comments, but I really didn't look into it that much. It just didn't make sense, so that's what's going on. So let's go ahead and do one more size comparison, and it wouldn't be a size comparison unless we did it with the G1 counterpart here. So, also looking at this figure, I do love that this gun attachment, I have it attached to where his hands collapsed and you just snap it in. I'll show you guys here in a little bit. But the cannon is actually part of his hand, just like the G1 robot is. I do wish they would have used maybe some of that purple translucent here on this hand. So get that in there so you know exactly why I'm saying that, because he has a purple translucent plastic here on this hand. And the other thing that I wish they did is made these silver, these legs, just so it would give it a little bit more G1ish feel to it. I know that this G1 Shockwave is pretty sought after by Transformer fans and collectors, and whenever I did the review on this guy, like I said, if you're going to own probably just one Transformer, Shockwave is probably the guy that you want to own. Now, I don't know how having silver legs in his space shuttle mode would look. It probably wouldn't look, fantastic. But who poses this guy in his shuttle mode, to be quite honest? If you pose your Fall Cybertron Shockwave in his jet mode, let me know. I'm very curious to see how many people actually say, yeah, I'm that guy that does that, or I'm that girl. But I think most of us put this guy in his robot mode, because that's where he looks a lot cooler. Now, I do like that they put some silver here on the legs, and it kind of makes me remember, the silver on the side of the legs here. So, that is the size comparison, and I guess figure comparison of his G1 self. And I do like the translucent here. It does have a rotating head, and whenever you put him in, jet mode, his head does slide down there just like the G1 did. His ears are glued into place, and that's pretty much it for this guy. He's got some pretty hollow legs, but that's kind of due to the transformation, so everything fits. So let's go ahead and get this guy detached. You could undo his arm and put this in there like it's a gun, but that just looks silly. I don't like that at all. So putting this guy in jet mode. Sorry for the pause. Fold these little hands up here, and we will put him back into robot mode once we get done. And pull these down. I like to get these little jet things out of the way. I push this back, and you just pop his head in and push this back. These will come around. Now before you just push those in, you need to make sure that those sides, so you can see what this looks like. Sorry about that. I'm sitting there talking to you about it and not showing you. But these sides here are facing outwards because you have that peg or that hole in there and that peg, so those will peg down into those two holes, and these two will peg into each other. And then you need to make sure that these arms, as you can see the hole there, or the peg there and the hole there, those will peg together as well, so everything kind of lines up. So if you have something turn the wrong way, then none of it's going to line up and none of it's going to fit. So that's the way it should look, pretty flush there. And let's get on to the legs. Oh, this little bitty square thing, if you can see that, there's a little hole in his butt here. You're going to plug that into place. That should sit there. And make sure his legs are straightened out, otherwise this will not peg into place right. You can see there's a peg there, and there's some little holes in there. So you got to try to fit that in there while connecting right there. So there we go. And you can see that there's a hole here. You're going to lift up on this part, and there was a hole here. And that peg, so you just you gotta lift up, otherwise you'll probably start wearing out the plastic there. So just lift up, swing it around, and just put it in that hole. Same thing with this one. Lift up, swing it around, put it in that hole, put those feet forward, put those wings forward, flip this around, pull this up. Now you can plug it in there, but then it kind of makes it look like it's going kind of up. I don't like it, so I just put it that way. And make sure those feet are forward, and there you go. There is the jet mode. Now it's not your normal, I guess, looking jet, but it is supposed to be some type of Cybertronian space jet or something like that. So it makes sense. They can have a little bit bigger imagination whenever they're designing these figures. And like I said, if you're someone that puts this figure in this mode and puts it on your shelf, yeah, let me know. I'm curious to know why, because I think that his robot figure mode is far superior. So anyways, that's his jet mode. It's not that bad looking, but let's go ahead and get this guy back to robot. Just, for you people that need to see the transformation back and forth, just here to help out. We'll move the arms out of the way. We'll pull this back. We'll go ahead and flip those forward. Detach right here. Take the gun out of his butt. Flip those legs around, and then we can move these back around. Oop. And plug those into place. Alright, we got those. And flip his feet forward, and there's the legs. So he's coming together. You just split this apart. Comes down like that. Love this. Push this down. Head pops up. Pretty awesome. And then you just plug those back into place right here. Turn the arms the way they're supposed to be. Go ahead and get that hand out. Put his cannon back on his arm. Is that the right one? Yeah, that's the right side. There we go. And there's Shockwave again. So, hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I will probably follow up with maybe a deluxe class and Optimus Prime and Jazz. So who knows? Just let me know in the comments, and that's what we'll kind of shoot for. So thanks for watching, guys. I've been MightyPredaking, and I'm out.